On today's episode of Fire Mayor to Trash, we're going to tackle the May 8th episode of Monday Night Raw. So without further ado, let's hit that intro. You know what time it is. Let's go. So we're going to get things kicked right off with Monday Night Raw. We already had the live reaction from last night, but we're going to transition the article that I usually write on crimson-mass.com. That's crimson-mass.com, called Fire Mayor to Trash. And we do these articles after every Monday Night Raw, NXT, AEW. So this is our first edition of the video version of Fire Mayor to Trash, and we're going to do it for Monday Night Raw. So the show kicked off. We had a promo by Cody Rhodes. Well, here's the thing. I've seen better promos from Cody Rhodes. Even two last night, I've seen a better one for the one later in the night, but I'm going to grade this one as mid. This promo wasn't really anything special. It was just basically your typical Cody Rhodes promo. He came out, he talked to the WWE crowd and gave memories of AEW practically. And that was pretty much it before he left and cross paths with Seth Rollins. I did not like Cody even being in this tournament or going for the World Heavyweight title. So we're going to say that this was indeed mid. Then we had our first triple threat match of the night between Shinsuke Nakamura, Seth Rollins, and Damian Priest. This match, I had to grade it fire. This is a fire match. You got three world-class performers. They went at it. Seth was able to come out on top. And yeah, it was just a great all-around match. I was thoroughly entertained. I'm not even going to lie. I was thoroughly entertained, and I expected it because the three guys that are in it are amazing. Next, we had Otis versus Ali. I'm sorry. That match was trash. First of all, you had Otis getting distracted and unable to come up with a win just because Maxine and Chad Gable distracted him. I mean, I get it. I just didn't like the whole idea that Otis is taking another loss yet again. And I want better for Otis. So, yeah, this was not a good match. It was trash. It was short. And I know it furthers the Alpha Academy breakup angle, but yeah, no, this one was trash. Then we had a Miz pre-match promo. Trash. I'm sorry. These pre-match promos, and this includes the one from Damian Priest earlier in the night. These pre-match promos where they're saying, oh yeah, I'm going to win. It's going to be me. It's too corny. They got to go. That was definitely trash. Next, we had our second triple threat match of the night. We had The Miz, Cody, and Finn Balor. And while I understand that the match was interrupted by Brock, I'm sorry. I love that angle. I don't know if everyone agrees with me, but because of that, this match was fire. I just love the Brock interference, and I'm happy. Honestly, it also got an extra little bump from the fact that Cody will not be in the World Heavyweight title picture at this moment in time. I think that doesn't even need to be his focus. His focus needs to be on the WWE Universal title or whatever we're going to call it going forward. That's where his focus needs to be. Next, we had Rhea Ripley and Dana Brooke. Rhea Ripley and Dana Brooke. Trash. And I know it seems like I'm being super hard on this episode of Monday Night Raw because everything is trash, but I'm sorry. At this moment in time, they haven't built up Dana Brooke enough to the point that anyone should feel good about her chances going into a match against Rhea Ripley. That's why I labeled this one as trash. I think that it was a foregone conclusion the minute the match was announced. She just didn't stand a chance. And this is also trash because following the match, Natalya comes out. Natalya goes for the save for Dana Brooke. And it's the same case with Natalya as it is with Dana Brooke. What are you going to do, Natalia? You're going to enter a feud with Rhea Ripley, and 99.9% chance that you're going to lose. And because now they have Natalia in this role where I guess she's the person who fills in when there needs to be someone to gain a victory. I guess she's now like the Dolph Ziggler of the women's division. So I mean, that's kind of where I am with that. So yeah, that one was definitely trash. Then we had Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens versus Imperium. It was a really solid tag match, really solid tag match. I've seen better matches from Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. I've seen better matches from Imperium. I've seen better matches from both tag teams. Um, Understandably, there was less emotion involved because you don't have the Usos fighting against Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. So this kind of just came off as a run-of-the-mill match. And I guess that's kind of the problem. I mean, they've been fighting the Usos for so long that there has to be a come down period at some point where it's just like, okay, they're fighting a regular tag team. So they're going to have to put as much effort into fighting these other tag teams as they do with the Usos from a storyline perspective to make the fans care a little bit more about these other tag teams and give us the belief that these other tag teams have a chance in beating Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. But yeah, I graded this one as mid. It's not that the match was bad. It just wasn't this over the top amazing match where they're just going back and forth. I mean, they probably had time constraints. I've seen better from both teams. So yeah, this one was mid. Then we had Zoe Stark and Nikki Cross. That one was trash. And I say that I understand what the match is supposed to be. This is a match highlighting Zoe Stark. Nikki didn't get in much offense. It was a squash match, pretty much. And a match that's short, any type of squash match, especially if it's against enhancement talent, any type of squash match can't really be anything higher than trash unless it's a squash match from even if it's a newly debuting wrestler, I probably would say that it's trash. I mean, it's a short match. You know who's going to win. The only match that I've ever seen, and I can't remember the guy's name. If you guys want to, you guys could leave it in the comments. Samoa Joe fought this guy on NXT. It was a while back during the Black and Gold era. He fought this guy on NXT, and they were hyping him up, hyping him up, hyping him up. And Samoa Joe squashed that guy with ease. I don't even think he was in a match with Samoa Joe. Samoa Joe just came out, just beat the hell out of him. I think WWE and even AEW needs to do a better job at these type of things where it's like trick the fans into thinking that, the guy's going to come in and actually, stand a chance, or have a new guy debuting that we're supposed to believe is going to squash someone else, but then have an established star come out and squash the person he or she is fighting. I think that will go a long way in the entertainment aspect of it and just in the idea of us not knowing the results. Like, I'm a big fan of not knowing. I've been watching professional wrestling for so long. I'm usually able to predict what's going to happen before it happens, and it's special to me when I could go into a match not certain of what the outcome is going to be. Then we had a promo from Trish Stratus. Okay, I kind of went in on this during the post Raw live reaction, and I'm going to slightly go in on it again. This was probably one of the worst promos I've seen in a very, very, very long time. Trish Stratus has never been the Babe Ruth of promos or mic skills, but this is really bad. Calling a baby dumb is bad, and I could tell that she wasn't comfortable doing that. But then Becky Lynch comes out of nowhere and attacks Trish. That fell flat because, okay, Trish Stratus called Becky Lynch's child dumb. That felt okay. So when Becky came out and attacked Trish, that fell flat because you just called my child dumb. So I'm just gonna knock you in the back of the head a little bit and send you running. No, there has to be a bigger beatdown attached to you insulting my child and insulting my child's intelligence and calling my child dumb. There has to be a beatdown, bigger beatdown attached to that. And that didn't happen. The promo was trash. The attack from Becky Lynch was trash. Um, then we had a match between Dominic Mysterio and Xavier Woods. It was a solid match, and it felt really good to be able to see a match that we don't get to see that often. After the two rosters did the draft, we got to see a new matchup, a fresh matchup. Um, Xavier Woods, Dominic Mysterio. I graded this one as mid. It definitely wasn't fire, but it definitely wasn't trash. So then we get the second Cody Rhodes promo of the night, the backstage promo, and it was fire. I'm grading this one fire. Cody was super passionate. Cody he's still wondering, why does Brock keep attacking me from behind? Why does Brock keep attacking me? His grip on the main event scene is loosening. So I love the passion from Cody Rhodes here. Anytime Cody Rhodes is passionate, I usually like his promos. I don't know why they didn't hit the same way when he was in AEW, but as far as WWE, I love his promos when he's pissed off and he's passionate. Finally, we got around to the main event. Seth Rollins versus Finn Balor. Immediately, right off the rip, love the call back to SummerSlam where Seth Rollins injured Finn Balor, causing him to give up the Universal title. Love the call back to that. Love that Finn Balor powerbombed him against the apron, not the apron, against the barricade rail, and said, like, oh, how does that feel? How does that feel? I love that moment. It was a great match. Seth stumped Finn in the forehead. He stumped Finn in the back of the head. It was a really good match. So I'm going to make a judgment call here. A lot of the matches and promos were trashed on Monday Night Raw, May 8th. But the two triple threat matches were so good that I'm not going to grade the entire show as trash. I'm not going to do it. Those matches were simply too good. I grade on the weighted scale. I grade on the curve. I think I have to say Monday Night Raw May 8th was mid. It wasn't fire because there was just too many misses, but I definitely think it deserves to be mid. So if you agree with me or you disagree with me, leave a comment, like, subscribe, turn on your notifications to help out with the algorithm, and that's it. We'll see you for Fire Mid or Trash for NXT coming up tonight or tomorrow. We'll see how it plays out. But yeah, nice talking to you guys. And this is MFG Deez. I'll see you guys later.